because I literally have our today's topic is in the thumbnail. And he might not appreciate it. Let me just make sure to tweet this out. It's such a beautiful picture. Is Mon around or what? Because I thought you wanted.
I just messaged her. I can pop in and check on her.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Hold up.
Oh, that is a thumbnail.
I know. He can come on down if he wants. I'm still prepared to have that discussion. I could use a giggle.
That hairline. Now that I actually get a visual of what fucking Vida looks like, he looks like a fucking pedophile. Like, I'm sorry, like, you know how there's that, just like that, you get that look of like that dude with the receding hairline, like with a very short cropped haircut, like dead fish eyes, and like skinny as shit, sometimes with a fucking mustache. That's Vida, and that's what you think of when you think of a pedophile, you know? They're sitting in a white van.
The thing I tell everybody consistently is they come in all shapes and sizes. All right, I feel that I guess we'll start with the article. One sec. Let me just make sure that this is still just showing up on Discord. Cool. Now go to Skype and pull up the mugshot. Or where the hell is it? Ruse sent this to me, so. OBS. Let's see if I get this to move over to Firefox. Properties.
I'm waiting for him to unblock me, but I think it's really hurting his feelings that I compare him to Toon Critic on Twitter.
Well, funny you should say that. I was hoping to get to this later, but hey, in the game Diablo 2, they talk about the three evils, and they talk about and there's one left. And now with Amos Yee in jail and Vida working on it, we only need Zach. And this year, I can't say this year will be perfect, but it'll be as perfect as a terrible year could possibly be.
Speaking of Diablo references, we can actually make a reference back to the original Diablo, where the hero who killed Diablo wound up keeping the gem and putting it in his forehead and turning into the next Diablo. Well, Vida made a video on Toon Critic, and then he turned into Toon Critic. So it's like, holy shit, this works on so many levels.
He wore the hat. That's all it takes.
I'm glad I didn't put it on. Or at least I didn't take a picture of that. So Joshua, Vida, Keith, this is from Mugshots. Whatever the hell. Let's take a look here. Charges, assault, arrest was the 17th. That was yesterday, right? Or Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. Bond secured $3,500 set by the judge. He's currently out. He's goofing it up. We'll be reading off his tweets in a minute here. Resisting public arrest. I'm kind of confused about that. He had to know that they were just going to walk him off. They could have just handcuffed him, put him in the back seat, and he could have gone home, and he wouldn't have had to pay anything. He probably would have been. Well, come to think of it, he had a wellness check on him, more or less, right?
Yeah,
I don't know the details of that.
There was a wellness check put on him because of the suicidal tweets that obviously he used as a manipulation tactic against Emmy.
Well, here's the other thing. If he wouldn't have resisted, he'd be home now and probably wouldn't have had to pay anything, since obviously they didn't keep him for any medical conditions, or else he wouldn't be out, one would guess.
Yeah, way to go, LaRusso. Fucking Karate Kid over here just put himself into a fucking squad car.
God. Fantastic. You've done an amazing job here. So let's see. Let's scroll on down. I'll start taking screenshots. I just want to make sure that this starts okay.
Who joined? Is it? Oh, it's Brony. Hey, Brony. We're going over the Vida shit.
Yes, sir.
Over what we know and what we...
You're very far away, hun.
Yes.
How's that?
That's much better.
Whisper into my ear more, Brony
Okay.
Inspector.
So these are the ones that were from today. By the way, stop. By the way,
Okay.
if you
okay, I had to put it back
It's good.
Okay.
If you knew that she didn't still like me and care about me or want me, you wouldn't be threatening her by threatening to go after me. You know what you're doing. What? So, like, this whole time, I didn't realize it, that according to this, Mint still wants Vida, is what Vida is saying, correct?
Yeah.
Apparently, we're all just master schemers. We're manipulating the situation.
I-
It's a bold strategy he's going with. Let's see how it pays off for him.
All right, so the problem with that, Vida, if you're watching
That call
this,
where Mint told him off, right? We went over that.
I
We're
didn't-
okay, all right.
I asked Mint once, like, you want to come along, and she went, sure. And I guess if Leah would have just gone no or whatever, that would have died there. Just how, like, I didn't talk about your other girl situation, because that died there.
Strictly remember that call where Mint just like told him to fuck off, right? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Well,
That happened. Yeah,
Yeah,
like, everything in the previous stream, it all fucking happened. Like nobody's making this up.
I'm also
Well,
trying to
Yeah.
get to the part where me and Coyote Lovely both sat down together and said, "You're right. It's just too good. We have to put our differences aside. We're going to make sure that this gets fucked." That totally happened before this call. There's some collusion going on? Question mark. I did this from work with Coyote after a 12-hour day or during the 12-hour days.
Oh yeah, it's a 24-hour op. We set up a Discord server. We have like all sorts of names going for it.
Ugh.
We gotta just wait for it. Tilly Law is gonna show up.
Okay. Back from the hospital with a few injuries. Oh, caring means sharing. We'd like to see. Now that I am now spoken to Emily, I can safely say what you people are doing to this woman is fucked up beyond all belief. What did I do recently? What are you people doing to this woman is fucked up beyond belief. You crucified me as a manipulative asshat, as an abusive shithead, but guess what? Did I even really? I mean, sorry.
I know I said I believe most of his emotional engagement with people is to manipulate. I said that.
Anthony, it might not be directed at you. There are other people involved, like Lio and Monstrous, who he's been arguing with.
I mean, I'm blocked, so I feel like I'm part of the Hydra over there. So I'm gonna.
The thing is, though, if you look at what he's tweeting out here, he's being purposefully vague about the things that we're quote-unquote doing to that woman. It's almost like there's nothing he can actually point at and say this is wrong, because it's just a big manipulation on his part.
Exactly. I'm like,
It
when
gets
it,
the jogging, doesn't it?
yeah, no, I was about to say when it's just him trying to manipulate, it doesn't matter what's actually true on this side of the
It
fence.
pisses me off that
It's
there's a
why.
false dichotomy being forced into the situation, an ultimatum on their end. Do we have an ultimatum?
What he's referring to is this idea that if Mint gets back together with him, literally every single one of us are just going to drop him, which no one ever said. In fact, we said the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
So he's just lying.
yeah. I'm personally, I just basically decided to give Mint a helping hand because I wanted to get their side of the story. Vida, I've left the door open for you to pipe up. You decided not to. The door is still open for that conversation, as interesting as that would be. Continuing, that's the thing that gets me here too. I can hear in her voice and see in her actions that she genuinely wants to be with me. Do you think he really believes that?
Yes.
I believe that he believes that. I don't believe it's true whatsoever, but I believe that's the reality he exists in his mind.
So,
Yeah.
Vida, if this were about a girl who was of age this whole time, let's take the pedophilia out of it. Let's pretend that we didn't have any beef right now. I would seriously be telling you to get some medical help. There's some things rolling around, but we're way past that, unfortunately.
No, most of us genuinely want him to get professional help.
Only because
That's the best way forward.
I was about to say
For
only because,
everyone.
no, I was going to say the only reason we say that, unlike die in a ditch like everybody else, is that we know that he could be a massive liability. I'll be honest.
The problem with me saying I would say I want him to get professional help, but the problem is that everyone has, from what I've been hearing about people who've talked to him about therapy, it wouldn't do any good because he'll lie to the therapist. It's not going to help him. So you can't ask him to get help because help doesn't work when you're lying to the people who are trying to help you. They can only help you as much as you're willing to be honest with them.
Yeah, didn't we go deep in that last stream? We were Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you and I, especially you and I, went deep into that because you and I have experience like actually talking to therapists and actually trying to get help and like how
Yeah,
the
not-
process works.
Yeah, wanting to get better, like desperately wanting to feel better. Yeah,
What-
I think
Yeah,
he
and
wants
that's kind
to
of the operative word there. Wanting. You have to want that to get that help, and he doesn't. He doesn't trust therapists, so he's just going to lie. So it will do no good. It's just a pointless exercise.
Well, I wanted to make a response here when you guys said, well, he's not necessarily directing at you, and I'm like, but who? Is there someone that this is directed at? Because I'm curious.
What specifically?
Like all this, like this.
This is directed at me. This is directed primarily. Actually, I know exactly what it's directed at. Me, Monstrous, Leo, Misanthropony, Patch.
not you, Anthony.
No, I got it. Vida,
You're not cool.
Vida, you're making Patch look like $1 million, and all she has to do, or they have to do, is not be you.
She's actually done. She actually has done a lot of work for.
Oh no, I'm just saying bare minimal. Like, just be like, you're not Vida in this situation. Congratulations, here's your gold award. You've already. Jesus.
I don't know. Patch has been doing some pretty decent activity lately.
Oh no, like I'm not like shitting on that. I'm just saying by comparison, if they're trying to lord over like Leo and Patch and all these other things,
I think what
where's the pattern? Go ahead. Where's the Sorry, I'm all over the place because work. Go ahead, you take it, Gilded.
No, I was just gonna say. I think what Anthony's just trying to say here is all anyone has to do is not be Vida in this situation for the most part, and you look way better than Vida at this point. Like they're no matter who you are, with a few exceptions, as long as you're not Vida, you look good.
By comparison, all Toon did was fucking sell revenge porn.
I mean,
it's
yeah,
bad, but it's not as bad as what the hell Vita's pulling right now. So,
my question actually, when I first got here, was like, so how did Vida get arrested? He
resisted arrest.
What was he being arrested? What was he being charged with during the initial arrest?
So what happened is a wellness check was placed, and they showed up to his house to make sure he was okay. The police officers were informed about the stuff with Emily and Jazz, and we don't know as far as what's happening there, but what can be assumed is they got in, and Vida wasn't compliant.
Yeah.
And so they couldn't do a wellness check because he was resisting.
So
and what we think probably happened is that the EMTs, whatever, when they tried to make sure he hadn't swallowed these pills like he had claimed he had, he resisted both the police officers and the emergency person.
So police attempting a wellness check, he got uncooperative, and
it's not the first time he has resisted with police.
Really?
Oh.
Remember, he's told stories before. He has a criminal record.
Oh yeah, the kicking in the door, the cop window. That was a long time ago.
And he hasn't learned.
Well, that one might be expunged actually. When I tried looking up the thing, but yeah, I could find the recording of him talking about that.
Yeah.
Let's see. False economy. They say that they leave the speak. If she speaks to me, and being held hostage for her friends is so fucked up. Like, who are you trying to convince? Is the part here is
we're not holding anyone hostage. That's retarded.
The thing is, it gets me here too. I can hear her voice and see her actions. She genuinely wants to be with me, or this starts getting quiet, nervous, and the edge of the breakdown whenever she receives pressure from them. You're not friends.
Hold on, I got a question. This is directed to Vida if he happens to watch this after the fact. Are you sure you can really hear her voice, or is it just another hallucination you got going on?
Well, no,
I can actually
say. So the point he usually pushes her to, where she breaks, she doesn't break now. No, well, sorry, Vida.
He's actively lying here. He's actively lying here. When Mint breaks down, it's because he's getting to her. She knows that. Yesterday it got so bad that I had to call her 16 times to get her to get away from him. She said in the chat that it was Vida that was getting to her. So he's actively lying here and trying to make us look like the ones that were putting pressure on her, we're bullying her into hanging up on him. The exact
Not the man
opposite
who's
is the case.
groomed her since she was 14.
The exact
Of
opposite
Personally-
is the case.
Of course she keeps going back. You groomed her into thinking you're the one. And then you guilt her.
Personally, my opinion is, like, I agree. He's probably just lying straight through his teeth. But if we're just making the most charitable assumptions right now, which he does not deserve in any context, even taking the most charitable assumptions, he's still, at the end of the day, just lost touch with reality if he believes this when it's blatantly untrue. Like, if you go the most charitable way with it, he believes everything he's saying right now. It's still so easily proven to be wrong that the only conclusion you can come to is this guy's fucking insane, outright bananas. So, like, there's no good look here. I don't know who Vida thinks he's talking to.
What I love here is the last part of this tweet. It's like, you aren't her friends and never will be. What have you done for her recently? Nothing. Nothing. 5 years, and within the span of a year and a half, me, Patch, Monsters, and Leo have done much more for her than you have in the span of 5 years. Fuck you.
He likes to talk like he's done all this stuff. He takes credit for other people talking Emily down.
Keeps threatening supposed grooming victims. Like the moral compass. Even when you, like... Okay, I am tired after work. Refresh me when we thought that Vida had a moral compass step. What was that about?
Say that one more time.
When allegedly Vida was held in higher regard, what was his moral compass? I forget.
Thank you, Riddle.
Surely there had to be something before all this came out.
I know you're going somewhere with this.
No, I'm not actually. I'm dead tired.
No, I genuinely forgot.
Okay, cool.
Right. No, I forgot. I didn't know he had one.
Again,
right.
Vida,
Yeah, that's the answer. You did it.
Vida never cared for me and vice versa. So why?
Okay, I just figured, all right, you know what, Vida, if you'd like to come forward either on your Twitter or in stream and explain to us your moral compass. That could be its own stream. Vida's Moral Compass, starring Vida. Keeps threatening supposed grooming victims to keep them in line. See how you stack up on a moral compass. Spoiler, ain't well. So either she was groomed, which you would be admitting to, and if she wasn't, what are we doing?
Either was groomed and you're using that against her, or she wasn't groomed and you guys can't be you're convincing her that she was in order to manipulate her. Which one was it? Yeah.
Tried to bait, totally bait. Didn't ask her if she's doing this because of taking her own life thing in call. Totally didn't tell her to take 10 days to re-examine and make sure, because I want her to choose to be with me and not guilted into it.
That's bullshit too. Let me explain why.
No, the thing his mom said to her, remember, his mom was like, you need to take time and think about it. Give him time. Yeah. That was the thing that the mom said to
Vida openly rejected and actively pushed back against the suggestion to give her 30 days. He's actively lying.
Tell you what, Vida, I'll give your mom $100 to come on stream and plead your case since you don't want to come forward yourself. You can get mommy to come on, and you can whisper in her ear what you want her to say on your behalf.
Oh, I would love to talk to my mother.
The mother
Please,
that tried
Vida,
to talk
please.
Emily back into being with him.
Please, Vida, please let me speak.
exactly.
Oh no! Yeah!
referring
Oh yeah! 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 The mother who.
Yeah.
The mother who went, there's no such thing as Stockholm Syndrome online, you're just overreacting. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I bet there's no such thing as Havana syndrome either.
Okay, Brony, let's not do that today. Oh, Jesus.
I would love to speak to your mother. Vida, if you're listening, I would love to talk to your mother. Can you make that happen, please? I would love to have a conversation. That'd be great.
Okay, let's see.
I don't think there's anything else here.
Just going through this, I figured when Rouge told me, I think he said spurg out or whatever. Keep threatening supposed grooming victims to keep them in line. Already did that. Change, guilty, nor does having to do with the situation. Keep threatening supposed grooming victims. Already said that. No, you.
I think he's just lost his mind, so he's just copy and pasting.
Okay. Let me just freaking get back to this. Supposed grooming victims. Stack moral compass. Followers. Let's see if anybody in there we know. So I'm petty. Time Lord Derpy Hooves. Is that the Dark Panda
guy?
person?
Yeah.
Yeah, had a feeling. Let's see. I'm just seeing if anybody.
Vida, when's Vida gonna unblock me? By the way, Vida, I want to talk to you. I want to make fun of you some more. This isn't fun when you hide from me. Why are you hiding from the big bad furry, Vida? I thought I was just a furry. Come on.
He's still following that A Hoof person that Jace claimed that.
Excuse me, I have a DM to make.
Okay, go ahead.
Being a furry, you're fucking hiding from the furry. What are you? I'm not the big bad wolf, man. Let's have a conversation. Let's have some fun.
Oh, you lie. You totally are.
You know, I'm not. I was telling a half truth. I'm the big bad coyote, not the big bad wolf.
I won't hold it against Sheldon. I'm
species.
assuming he's just being a busybody. Let's see who else. No Archer. Oh, it really is a fucking miracle. Oh, is this 1 sec? Is this Therapy
Archer
Rudy's
isn't
friend?
there. Where?
Aurora Fluttersilk. I think this is.
Yes.
Okay.
Aurora Borealis.
We're rolling tonight in the dusty road.
I think this. Well, wait a minute.
Andy.
Oh, it's followers, not following. Okay.
Oh yeah. I was like, yeah, Sunburn's following him still too.
Lucia. Yeah, on their main account too. Why 2 different accounts though?
They have several different Twitters. I had to block them all.
Lucia, you role playing with Vida?
Be cool.
Caring is sharing.
Yeah, too easy.
Welcome, Monstrous.
Welcome, Monstrous.
Hello.
Yo, Convoy's in chat. Can we see
Lio,
if
did you want to join?
Absolutely.
I messaged you. I had messaged him asking, but
My house is always Vida, or Leo's house.
My
sorry.
house is always
it's never
Vita's house.
Vita's house. Excuse that. He's
Anthony
on the
is
road.
very tired today, in case you couldn't tell. Yeah, there was no master plan. I know it sounded like one, but it was like, oh, this sounds like a good point. No, I didn't have a
Yeah,
plan.
this is an example of don't be careful what you wish for.
All right, Leo's on the road for a bit, so he
Oh,
can't
that's
join.
fine.
Which makes me sad.
He's a
It
truck.
makes me really sad.
Truck driving man. Convoy. Huh.
Ha! A dice.
I see Archer in the chat. I see Blake. I see Leo. There's Miss Anthropony.
Hold on. What is this? I'm looking at this tweet on screen that says "and charge doesn't equal guilty." What's that in reference to? Like, what is he replying to?
Monstrous.
What did Monstrous say?
I had made mention to him that he had when I found him on White Pages, he had a criminal history, and so he said that just because it was on there doesn't mean that he was charged, or charged doesn't mean he was guilty, or whatever bullshit nonsense.
Usually, as far as criminal records go, they don't just put a charge on there. If the charges were dropped or you were found not guilty, they usually don't keep a record, at least not one that's publicly accessible. It's usually only accessible if there's a conviction, at least to the best of my awareness. I could be mistaken. I'm not a legal expert. So, I mean, it stands to reason based on what the information that what I've been led to believe, that if there is something on record, it was a guilty verdict or he pled guilty for some kind of reason or no contest.
No. Actually, I can actually clear this up. Court cases are public record. So if you have a court case, if you have a case that goes to court, it will be on the public record. Now, you won't be considered to have a criminal history unless you're found guilty, but the court case can be on file.
Yeah, Coyote, I think I did. Okay, I paid money to find out. There were a bunch of dismissed cases, and I remember having to talk to his lawyer friend about it, and he's like, oh, I'm not going to be helping him out again. Was all I got out of him.
Wait, that's what every lawyer who ever talked to Vida ever said was, I can't help this man.
Yeah.
Every single lawyer.
Like I said, it was just to the best of my awareness. I'm glad we got that cleared up then. Thank you for confirming that for me. Or, correcting that for me. My bad.
You're not on trial. You're good.
Oh.
I just like to be clear.
All right.
I'm putting him on trial.
All right.
Grody is
Trials. When's Vida going to be on trial?
Oh, that'd
I
be
did there.
fantastic.
I took it off of me and back onto him.
Oh, that... I hope he has a breakdown in court. You can only hope. Maybe he'll bum rush the judge.
Jesus Christ.
You did this to me!
Because of you.
I sentence you to guilty. No.
I
No,
didn't
you
reach
can't
out
do
to Kat because I was listening. I was like, that was Vita's words. I'm just assuming it's a bunch of bullshit. I remember Kat said he didn't want to be dragged into this, and I was like, why? Because you think fucking Vita will make your life hell? He's like, yeah, pretty much. I don't want to fuck up something for... Kat's been a fairly straight shooter with me, and I don't have any evidence to it, and I don't think I have any way of really busting him if he was, so... Not sure. Maybe Twitter will just... No, I'm not going to talk about spam. It's not important right now. Oh, update for everybody who wants to know. Hamish She just got arrested. Another fine Chicagoan. People brought up some of the things that I'd talked to his alleged 13-year-old victim. Maybe it was 13, 14. I'm not sure if that's why he got it. No, the case thing said something about they found child pornography on him, and his lawyer was screaming at him to shut up. So those are two court cases I'd love to... Oh, God, if they only tape those. Vida is allegedly deleting the posts. Well,
no, I'm looking.
Okay. Are they there?
Yeah.
As far as the Amos Yee thing goes, though, I don't think he's going to find a American prison to be highly objectionable. Didn't he go to actually fucking... What's it called? What was the fucking place? It was a different country. It was like Singapore. He was in a Singapore prison as a teenager. That shit's terrible. I'm glad he's in prison, but it's just one of those things where it's like, we should send him back to the Singapore one, though. He's
the worst condition. He's like, prison in America for him is gonna be like, wow, if you're good, they even give you a TV. Neat. I'm like,
well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna know what Amos She is about in prison. He's just big enough.
Hey, if he goes to prison, maybe he'll finally get laid, though.
Oh, I'm sure he will. Just remember, everybody, even bad people in prison have kids, and they love their kids, and they will hurt people who are going to hurt their kids.
Yeah, they won't. They'll rape him, is what they'll do.
We weren't trying to say that just straight up, Brody, but yes.
Brony, whenever you hear me say like that joke of in a way like as far as pedophiles,
well, look, we're trying to hold it. We're trying to have a triggered freeze zone. We like to call it Forcey Feely Fun Time.
Absolutely, that aim is you guys can get raped in prison.
For clarification, Vida is not deleting these tweets.
Okay, no, not that I saw.
No, because people are still talking about it.
Yeah, Brony, that's why I always say in a way that they'll die in a way that I can only call deeply pornographic. It means they're going to get raped to death in prison. Like that's what happens to these people.
Yeah, like if it was one of those abuse porns or some weird rape fantasy stuff. Yeah, if it was like one of those porns.
By the way, if anybody's worried about this going down, I'm making a recording and it will be moved to BitChute as fast as possible. It'll take a court order and then I'd fight it. I'm not letting this go. I hope he meets the Brony Warrior. I don't know what you're talking about, Lunar Archer.
The Booty Warrior? The fuck?
He would get the shit kicked out
I
of him.
think he's more referring to, like, Bubba, the generic Bubba
Booty Warrior. I got the Boondocks reference now.
He's gonna become the boyfriend of a rough trick named Jim.
Oh boy.
I like a boyfriend. That represents some status. I don't want to see that.
I forgot. Vida,
they make you.
You're gonna be the pretty girl.
They make you work in jail too, right?
I mean, Vita's just gonna be the prison toilet.
If you're lucky, lucky, you get a job.
Well, I was sitting there thinking, I'm just imagining somebody like Vita being told when to eat, when to get up, and having to do everything pre-planned. And that's going to be a living hell for him.
Like me having to do, like, let alone Vita. Jesus Christ!
I mean, even if Vita doesn't get work, he's certainly going to get worked out for sure.
Oh Jesus!
They're going to work you out good. Just teach you some new things.
Call him Suck Machine.
All right, girl. All right, just chill a skosh there.
Just remember to bite down on the pillow. It doesn't make the pain go away, but it'll keep you from screaming.
gonna bite a pillow with? He doesn't have any teeth, man.
Will they let you bring your dentures into jail?
No.
Jesus.
Oh, I got a couple more from Riddle.
He told me that he told me that when he didn't have his teeth, that his face folded in. Like, I always wanted to get more pictures of that.
Oh no. Riddle, why?
Because Riddle is a good bean.
Okay, I have to freaking share some of these.
Riddle is so good to us.
Open original. Okay. I forgot his little drill bit.
Honestly, Anthony, you missed an opportunity to call this stream the Ballad of Joshua Vida, because that's what this feels like.
It's not done yet. Keep me out of jail, Mr. Lawyer. I can't take this anymore. Jesus.
But remember, guys, we're the ones lacking the moral compass.
The thing I think that he might be out of touch is when he was bitching about Digi, and I was like, that's not going to impress anybody. This is just for him to talk about. I guess this is for friends that he might have somewhere down the line, so he has his story straight.
I just think he's a sad little man.
I really wanted to be like, I wanted to know how long you thought this would go.
I don't think he put any thought into it. I think he just hoped for the best.
I don't think he has the capacity to think, you know? I think he's lacking a couple necessary components.
It's forcey feely fun time.
You could have kept that Walmart job. You could have moved away.
Oh, please.
You could have freaking killed all your social media, disappeared for a world.
Listen,
Got a new start.
He's too good for that, okay? He's
Oh.
too good for that. He's too good for Walmart.
Walmart!
How close do you think he was to really becoming a cop?
No, not at all.
None.
I
Really none.
personally think they didn't even let him in police academy. I think that was a bunch of bullshit.
First he got was watching Police Academy like all of one time. That's it.
Well, you got through Police Academy. Steve Gutenberg, he's terrible. I don't like. Ugh.
Oh, I was gonna ask Step if he actually ever saw his grades or something like that, because I remember he was talking about it with Patch a while back.
For the person who's asking about Vida's new Twitter, there it is.
Oh, we made a new one or what?
No, I'm pretty sure it was.
No, Mon, it's without the E.
It's without the what?
So he took off the E after the R. When it's YR, he took off that E.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just the. Okay, never mind.
That was his old one. It was like when the mint shit dropped, he took off the E, trying to like disconnect himself from the accusations, but
because that makes sense.
It works every time.
Thank you, Rouge. Rouge,
yeah.
Fart smeller, what can I say?
Well, you know, I was just sitting there thinking, I'm like, oh, you could have ran to a different. Oh wait, he tried that already and didn't work. He tried running to some kind of religious fandom, and I think Leo said that Mint kind of ruined that. But she still likes him, right? Right, guys? Is that it?
There has been hotel OCs that had kids together and everything. They're ready to run off to a new fandom together.
You can't even do that now.
It's just
on that part.
It's RP, guys. Every time she screams no, it means yes.
Jesus
And
Christ.
Makes sense to me.
Yes,
Yeah,
means take me, I'm yours.
Yeah, you all saw Disney's Hercules. No means yes, and get lost means take me, I'm yours.
I didn't see that one actually.
Great movie. Anyway.
I'm gonna throw Lio in for when he gets off.
Oh, yeah,
He said he'd be in here less than 20 minutes.
My thought about that though is how many relationships has this group really broken up when people didn't want to be broken up?
Is that something we actively do?
Oh, really?
I got tapped on the shoulder by Kichi and Leo to end a relationship, but there was no forcible "you better ditch her or else" kind of argument going on.
Okay,
So-
no, I mean,
It's like this isn't fucking Gossip Girl, is it? Like
no, it
what do you
doesn't.
think is happening?
All right. So, Have we decided this ship is hot or not? Not. The ship is not hot. And do everything you can to break them up. Like, no, that didn't go down like that. Like, holy shit.
If I could make people date or undate, I would have put Coyote with that new dude. What's his name?
What
dude?
The one who was getting into it with fucking Blum or whatever.
Oh god, that would have been the weirdest fucking situation
I
ever.
thought you guys had charisma.
Yeah, that could have worked. That
I
could have
don't,
been
I
cute.
don't know. Oh god, don't,
The ship
please
is not
don't,
hot.
stop.
The ship is not hot.
For the love of God, stop.
Some cash money, right?
No, see that, Vida?
It's
That's
so not hot.
stop going yes as opposed to the stop you're getting. Anyways, moving along.
That ship is so not hot that it is like fucking absolute zero. God damn. What the fuck?
Okay, I'll stop. Hi, Leo.
Leo.
Thank God. I know it's like
Thank you for getting this ball rolling, and everybody that did.
Yo, you got here just in time. We were getting into what you would call skit territory.
Oh yeah.
I don't like this territory. This territory
It's not
sucks.
good. We need Leo here to put us back on track and get this ball rolling like you did.
Well, you know, and it's funny too because I'm reading these screen caps on here, and obviously I was on the receiving end of these screen caps. But the whole like, oh, keep threatening supposed grooming victims to keep them in line. I never once threatened anybody. Never. I was threatening him, but I certainly didn't threaten anybody else. I don't need to threaten anybody else.
You gotta understand, he's just now just yelling things at the wall, so at
Helping
people,
with
so
the
that
sticks.
yeah, just because he needs something to get the spotlight off of him, so he's just gonna blame everybody on everything and be like, look, they're bad, be mad at them, not me.
I did want to see what was inevitably going to happen, that one of these days one of these predators was going to stand their ground, bite down on their mouthpiece, and fucking hang in there as long as they could. And
Out.
I didn't-
Just throwing into the ether where any anon can go like, yeah, Vida, stand strong. Like, who is he addressing? Who is
It's
he
just-
addressing? Yeah.
you would
Well,
think
no. It's the public. He's addressing the public. He's trying to
Who
get.
doesn't give a shit about Vida?
But I mean, the people that we inform, he's trying to get
Some
them.
anon out there who might be on his side. Got it.
Yes.
I don't know,
Yeah,
but I don't know, Brony. We've got 100 viewers. That's a strong stream. There seems to be hi, Kichi.
No, it is a Sunday. We can't deny that. People are sitting on their ass on Sunday, but 105 views, that's good. That is good. Those are good. Those are good asses in seeds.
You think you would have better things to focus on, like, you know, not going to fucking prison, you know, trying to avoid a situation where he has to lick peanut butter off of Thundercock's ball sack in a fucking prison cell, you know, like avoiding that.
Whoa. Thundercock guy. He sounds cool.
All right. Yeah, my thought about this was I thought he would have stayed offline. I can't. Yes, up.
No,
couldn't.
no, because if he goes offline, he can't control the narrative.
You know what? When I got called to court, I kind of shut up about somebody, at least until I got back. You know, I tried to be a little clever about it. It's a bitch. Then again, I'm assuming he has a longer wait than I did. When I got that letter in the mail, I was expected to be out there in a handful of days, less than a week.
He's doing it. He's turning it into a lol cow. He spent so much time staring at them, and now he's become one.
He's become what he's hate.
Don't make me kill you.
No, it's not a matter of become. He always has been. Why do you think he always went after other lol cows? Why do you think it was never about the actual moral position? It was about whether or not he could get laughs. It's troll shielding. That's all he ever did.
Mm-hmm.
What a fabulous word, troll shielding.
I never liked Vida, and there was reasons for it. Like, I couldn't stand the guy, and the reason was exactly what Lyle explained. It was never about moral position. It was always about trying to get laughs or
Now,
that kind of thing.
If I may, because I wasn't here for when you guys covered it. There are some responses I would like to say here. Granted, he's never going to listen to them because he admitted on his channel 3 weeks ago, rather, I wish it was years ago, that he does not pay attention to anything Anthony puts out. He even stopped paying attention before everything went down. And why would he listen now when he's being crapped on? So I want to address some of these posts that he's made. I don't need them up on screen. I'm just going to read them out. Let me go down here. You gotta scroll all the way down to his stupidity. Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. 15th. Don't care. Wish you would have done it. Let's see here. 2 hours ago.
Lord.
Back from the hospital with a few injuries. Now that I am, and now that I've spoken to Emily, I can safely say what you people are doing to that woman is effed up beyond a belief. You crucified me as being manipulative butthead, an absolute craphead. But guess what? You're sitting there threatening to call CPS and the sheriff's office if she doesn't ditch me, outright threatening her to get your way. Friends don't do that. Friends don't decide who your friends hang out with. That is beyond the pale. No matter what I did in the past or how bad of a person you think I am, that doesn't hold any merit when it comes to ditching your friends. Like Emily told me about a year ago, I'm basically an adult now. You have to let me make my own decisions, respect it, right or wrong. Respect her wishes. Otherwise, the only manipulative, controlling one is you in this situation. I gave Emily no ultimatum. I merely told her she had to choose for herself, not based on either my input or Monstrous's input. At the end of the day, this is what I said to her because I know it's not her fault. I heard her voice when she struggled in that call. At the end of the day, she wants to reach out to me. She can. There's nothing you can do about it without being manipulative. It pisses me off that there's false dichotomy being forced between the situation too, an ultimatum on their end. I said she talked to us both. They say they'll leave her if she speaks to me, which we actually walked back early on in all this. Want to be clear on that. Being held hostage by her own friends, that's so effed up. And that's the thing that gets me here too. I can hear her in voice and see her action. She genuinely wants to be with me, starts getting quiet, nervous, and on the edge of a breakdown whenever she receives pressure from them. You're not her friend. She never will be. And by the way, if you knew she didn't still like me, care about me, or want me, you wouldn't be threatening her by threatening to go after me. You know what you're doing. Okay, let's go ahead. Go ahead and
really
talk
quick.
about this.
Really quick, after Leo, I would also like to address these comments, but I'll let Leo go first.
Okay, first, let me go ahead and make sure I'm looking at the chat, because if I don't look at the chat, I'm going to miss a question, and then Anthony's going to get spammed by it, and he's going to get pissed. So let's go to live chat. All right, so what we have done, I made at this point, at the early on, I told Mint that, if you keep going back to him, I can't keep doing this. But seeing what's going on here, that is something I have completely walked back due to the nature of these things, having it explained to me. Because again, I've never had to deal with this level of grooming, ever. Never once in my life. I do not understand the psychological impact. I do not understand what it does to somebody's brain. My value is always beat a problem until it goes away. But that may not be happening here. So here's the thing. No matter what I did in the past or how much of a person you think I am, that doesn't hold any merit when it comes to dictating your friend's Vida. You regularly got super mad at me because I talked to Anthony, because you labeled Anthony as a pedophile, to the point to where you would get into, we had at least 2 barrel civil wars over this, which you lost both of, by the way. But you saying this is not just hypocritical, it's stupid. This isn't about, well, you should be able to choose who your friends are. Well, yeah, I mean, if we're talking about politics, basic politics, if we're talking about liking shows, yeah, but Vida, you are a criminal and you are a pedophile. You are a criminal and a pedophile. This isn't a matter of tiny little differences. This isn't somebody thinking 80s cartoons suck and 91s are awesome. This is you grooming a literal child. So here's what I want you to do. Next time this comes up in your brain, why don't you chase it out with something? Now, let's see here. I gave Emily no ultimatum. Yes, you have. You've given her plenty of ultimatums. If you tell anybody, I'm going to go after everyone, and then I'm going to kill myself. You don't think that's an ultimatum? Granted, you're never going to listen to this because you're scared, because you don't like negative responses. You don't like negative consequences. You don't like consequences at all. You are lying here. You are objectively lying. And no, we're not the ones that call Mint 50 times in one night because we had a vision. And please consult your tarot cards, and I hope they tell you what mine tell me, because mysticism.
Forget the imaginary kids, too.
Yes. At the end of the day, I'll always be here for you. Yeah, until you have another breakdown, you lash out at her the way you literally did your mother or those police officers. And yes, I thoroughly believe you would lay hands on Emily, because you've already groomed her. You've already talked about having sexual fantasies where you nail her in the middle of a school break room or something like that and having her call you daddy. And now how you'd get that deep in on anybody with a 2-inch fully erect penis is beyond me, but whatever, it's fantasy.
Hey, Jesus, Leo.
Claire?
All right.
I'm always
Claire?
gonna be
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm always going to be here for you when you need me, no matter what. Through pain, struggle, no, you're never there because you always put the onus on her. Legal battles, no, you'll never be there for a legal battle. You know why, Vida? Because you're a criminal and heartbreaks. You are the biggest problem in Mint's life right now. The biggest. And to consider how many times she has told you, mister, you can make your own decisions. She has told you several times, go away. And to this day, you refuse to. Now, this nonsense of, by the way, if you knew she didn't still like me, care about me, or want me, you wouldn't be threatening her by threatening to go after me. You have a control on her because you have groomed her for 5 years, Vida. Of course, she's still going to have feelings for you right now. She needs to talk to her therapist. These feelings will ultimately go away when she has a breakthrough with her or him or whoever, and she completely cognitively understands on a mental and emotional level how much of a piece of garbage you are. The only future you could offer Emily is living with your mommy, making Emily do all the work for you while you probably physically or emotionally assault her because she's not giving you your tendies on time while you play whatever dumb little video game that popped up as you sit there and threaten her with suicide every single time she says she has enough of you. So here's my value. Either I hope you get arrested and are put away for assaulting a police officer. I don't know about Nebraska, but here in Texas it's a maximum of 5 years. Or maybe, just maybe, you follow through on one of these dumb stunts that I know you're never going to because you're a narcissist and you wanted her to talk to your mommy. Talk to my mommy. My mommy will tell you I'm not a bad man. Your mommy can follow you to the pits of hell for all I care at this point, Vida.
Actually, I want to ask a question. When the assault that he did on the wellness check, was that on an officer? Was that on one of the paramedics? Like, who do we know specifically who that was on?
We know that
I think, right?
there's an assault on an officer charge and there's an assault on an emergency personnel.
All right, so he's saying, like, he's trying to sit here. He has the temerity to sit here and say, I would never hurt her physically. It's like, but you fucking hurt somebody who was only there to literally save your life. Nothing but your best interest in mind. So you really think anyone's going to buy that? That one especially? Like, you literally are fucking 4 days out from trying to fucking hurt somebody who was there to save you. Like, are you kidding me?
It just occurred to me Vida got arrested. How much money do I owe?
Yeah, what was the bounty?
I wasn't going to stay quiet about it. I know it was in regards to Mint's thing, but technically this was yours, kind of, Leo. You contacted the police, or who called that one in?
I did.
$100, Anthony.
Was it 50 or 100?
It said 100.
I had to look at the tweet, but let's see here. I'd have to open up.
Oh, I should be paying Leo anyway, so free roll.
I actually
PayPal right now, dude.
No.
I just want to give out a quick message to Vita's mother. You fucked up raising your kid. I don't know where, but you fucked up good. And I want to give a message to your mother, Vita, your mother's uterus. Don't you make another one of those mistakes ever again.
I believe he's an only child, so
good. Keep it that way. In fact, why don't we make it so that there's just no children in that family?
Are you talking after birth abortion for Vida?
Yes. Do a flip, Vida. Do a flip.
Okay, if you get him arrested, I'll tops up $50. But that was directed to Emily. But just so you're aware, it's 50 if he's arrested and 50 if he's convicted. So a total of 100 for both.
All right. Well, tell you what, if you're not comfortable with it, who do you want to have gain $50 since it's basically your call, Leo?
I would like nobody currently because I want this to be a win for Emily. So
okay.
I want her to get him arrested.
Anthony, I don't feel that it's appropriate to encourage your gambling habit. First of all,
no, this is goods for service. This is a service that's been rendered.
Then give it to
not
Emily.
a bet. Yeah.
No, pedo, you pedo.
What?
God damn it,
You know, pedo, you pedo.
See how quickly you get down to my moral value. Here's the thing, though, Vida. Unless people here are diddling kids, they can't. The only thing worse is like mass murder. Well, I don't think Monmouth's going to do that.
Well, the thing I wanted to talk
You know
about,
what? You-
well, they're like, you
Oh.
guys, and I was like,
Riddle.
there is no unified front. Like, surely Misanthropony or Coyote Lovely would be calling me out from the top of their lungs if I were fucking up that bad right now.
Now, I would just like to.
You know that I would. I mean, literally in January when we had our biggest falling out, that's because I called you out for something I thought was wrong. For oddly enough, it was actually in defense of Vida. So actually, it turns out you were right. I was giving the benefit of the doubt to the person who didn't deserve it.
Okay,
Whoa.
so well, hold it. Remember when I sat there and said that you should give someone like Kira the Wolf the benefit of the doubt in the first video. The stance was correct. It just turns out that the person happened to be a piece of shit. So morally, your heart was in the right place. It just so happens I knew who I was talking about. I didn't make anything up. I wasn't like trying to. I don't randomly just come at people with shit that hard. And even at the point there, I was like, I've known Vida for doing these sort of things of being into 16-year-olds, so I think he should fucking be careful what the fuck he's saying. He kept telling me, he's like, oh, I don't do that anymore. And I was like, okay.
Anyway, well,
Anthony.
I am sorry for making it as personal as I did back then, and
I was a massive cunt. I was
Anthony.
you caught me at a real bad time, Coyote. I remember I had to turn to Leo. I was like, I am sick and tired of being the adult. You are an adult. And I got real mad about. I got so pissed off about that. I'm like, fuck you, fuck you and your self-aggrandizing bullshit. I want to be a petty, miserable fuck too. What the?
I love that, Anthony.
What?
Check Discord for all the riddle pictures.
Oh no, I posted a couple of. Oh damn, there's more. Well, shit.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I love you, Riddle. I have to post some of these. Oh, fucking hell, I love Riddle so much. Welcome to Walmart when it's nap time. Jesus Christ.
Couldn't handle unloading a trailer.
It was too hard. His arms
Yeah,
hurt.
he quit.
How long was he there?
A month, I think, maybe at most.
Jesus.
What a little piss baby. Jesus.
You know
Lord.
about truck trailers, right, Convoy?
I told him a long time ago you could be a security guard. It's easy.
I'm not a trucker, Inspector Reed!
You seem to know, and you seem to bring up a tractor trailer at a Walmart for some reason. I don't know, man.
There's nothing wrong with being a trucker.
Yeah, but you realize that's badass and totally on brand for you, right?
I like the Orson Welles Vita.
We don't even have a Class A driver's license.
I believe you.
I like the mommy one. I had it. It was chicken tendies. I was like, no, Riddle, you gotta change it to mac and cheese. She actually did this once.
Deserve tendies. Vita doesn't get any tendies. What the fuck
No,
is
he's a
this?
mac and cheese boy.
He
How
gets
dare.
noodles, carbs, and fake cheese, dehydrated dairy products, and carbs. That's what you get. There's no way Vita gets delicious, golden brown breaded chicken
Jesus Christ.
prepared by his loving mother. No, his mother half-assed it and got it mac and cheese, obviously.
She made Kraft mac and cheese too. She didn't even make anything good.
Brony Inspector, you are defaming the whole
Excuse
nation
me.
of Canada about
hold
craft dinner.
I just want to right now. I just want to point out, Brony Inspector. I just want to point out you lovingly and poetically described chicken tendies just now, and has made my mouth water. Thank you, sir.
I wanted mac and cheese, actually, but go ahead.
Aria listening to it with her drink.
It reminds me, since some of you have access to Twitter still, I would like an answer from Sheldon about whether or not he's still in contact with Vida. He's not on Discord. He hasn't checked.
Well, I think he might be following him on Twitter, but that doesn't mean anything. He could just be nosy.
No, there were claims made in that call we listened to last week.
Yep.
That Vida had Sheldon look at all the logs, and Sheldon determined he's not a manipulator. So I want to know if that's true.
Well, don't open up his DMs between him and Vida. How's that?
I mean, I could, but I messaged him on Discord and he hasn't responded. But I know he's active on Twitter, which is why I'm asking one of you to do it.
Okay, let me reach out to Shelly.
Get
Dear Snow Beaner.
I can easily.
Please get your dick out of that moose and respond to me.
Oh.
Hold on. So we got a $5 super chat from Pool Guy. It says Vida gets powdered eggs and ramen noodles without the sauce packet. If he's thirsty, he gets garlic juice.
You see, if you see a rat,
Hi,
please
Mint
do
Tart.
tidings.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mint, did we have a orchestrated mass sit down where we brainwashed you as a collective?
Well, don't you know we're a cult? We're
Yeah,
obviously
like
a
the
cult.
Borg.
Pop out the champagne, high gold.
Bill $5 says I want
Making
chicken
me
tendies.
hungry, yeah.
Dude.
Real-
Oh, there he is.
Mint said she messaged Sheldon and he never responded. Mint, if you want on, you're free to. Just let us know.
Yeah. And here's the whole thing. I haven't been nagging Mint. I just saw this and I was like, God, it's just been amazing between the Amishi thing and then finding out Vida was arrested. That just brightened my day. I just really felt good about that. I didn't believe it.
No, Vida! I'm Vida, the Vida sprite. I'll show you what a world with no Vida looks like. I'm okay with this.
Dear Lord, my post is so popular. Jesus. God, 28
Yeah.
comments, 39 retweets, 61 likes. I wasn't expecting that, dude.
And when I called him darling, I was doing a fucking rarity thing because he always likes to consider himself the element of generosity.
Darling.
Yeah, I was being a cunt. For anybody
I
who
did
wanted.
that to Steve Elliott all night one night to just like drive home how generous I was being with him with my time and my patience. And
Oh, Minhart says they have
Patience has its
information.
limits.
If anybody's
What?
got Mint, toss them in.
I got it.
yeah, it's of course he does.
Oh, yeah.
You got something you want to say?
No, it's just that he still ships you both.
Shut the fuck up.
Who does?
Hey,
You guys will be the
hey, now
OG.
we're in conflict here because now I've been shipping Step with somebody, and somebody's got to give here, okay?
I say Missy. I ship it with Missy.
Hold on, Leo.
There is a
Leo,
French body pillow that is getting very offended right now.
Leo, hold on a minute. This is a year of our Lord 2020. Polyamorous relationships do exist. We can make this work between the three of them.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Triad. I don't want to act like I'm shilling for any particular lifestyle though.
My new ship was Mint and Missy.
Okay.
Why?
Because
That's
Steph needs
terrible.
to be alone.
I love that Steph was
That is
the first
terrible.
one to object to that.
I disagree. I disavow.
Steph,
I disavow.
timing beautiful on that. That is some OTP fucking season 1 gold right there. Yeah.
Hold on. Listen to call now. We need to give her the floor.
All right, we'll let Aria in after Mint. Go ahead.
Who the fuck are you?
All right. So I talked to Vida today because I had a bit of a relapse, so that was fun. And he sent me that link, and he told me basically what happened was they told him that they were going to admit him into the psychiatric hospital, and he freaked out because he has trauma of going there when he was younger, and he did not want to go back. So he ended up running through the halls of the hospital trying to escape. There was a police officer blocking the exit, and according to him, he didn't hit her, or at least didn't try to. He's just swinging and attempting to get around her.
Just swinging his arms in her
So
direction.
he did an Ethan Ralph and beat up a female.
Yeah, who's this? Peter Ralph?
Feel free to continue, Mint.
And his mom ran over trying to get him to relax and calm down, and he said he didn't want to hit her or harm her or anything. He just he shoved her out of the way so that wouldn't happen. And then he ran to a nearby desk and grabbed a pen, I guess in a way to try and defend himself. And
Grab a pen.
And then ended
Let her
up
finish.
As a weapon.
and then, yes, as a
Shut
weapon.
up,
And then,
shut up,
Instead
shut the hell up.
Making shitty comments,
Oh my
let
fucking
Mint
God.
finish her story.
and
No.
then he said he ended up collapsing on the floor into a fit of hysterics, and his mom had to calm him down and convince him to lay down on the stretcher. They had to bind him down pretty much.
So
he had a tism fit.
my mental image is,
yeah.
honey, here, eat your kratom and calm down.
I talked to his mom, and she was extremely cold to me. Like, I can just feel just how much she hates me because she blames me for her son being in the hospital. It's just so fucking obvious how
If
much she
someone
blames
could get
me.
a recording of Vita's mom going, "Your fault, you did this."
You did this. You did this to him.
My
poor
angel
little
was
baby.
perfect till you cut your hooks into him.
At that point, honestly, my only advice at that end would be to say to her, "Your son's a grown-ass adult. He is fully capable of taking accountability for his own actions. I'm not able to control him no more than anyone else. Stop blaming me for shit he decided to do."
Yeah, like, God, if I could share our text messages honestly, it was a mess. Like,
There's a way to do
she
that.
asked me, "Are you like, he's disabled, right?" I'm like,
That's not the
he's
problem.
very well aware of his own actions. He's
No,
admitted
he's not.
time and time again how much he regrets it and how he knows what he did is wrong.
So his
So
mom
if you want
played
to
the
say he's
autism card.
disabled, pretty much. If you want to say he's disabled, fine, but he's also well aware of his actions, so it's just a shitty excuse.
I don't think he is.
Even disabled people go to jail.
Yeah, he's
So-
hunted predators. He knows this song.
Yeah.
Not even just that.
Like,
This is a pattern.
Here's the thing, because during my relapse, Monstrous was trying to get me to stop talking to him. He was frantically begging me to talk to his mom so that she could give her input on this and tell me how shitty my friends were being for trying to get me away from him. And that's what started that large thread on Twitter, pretty much.
Which is full of
when you need your
ridiculous.
mommy to defend you from people, you've already lost.
Mommy,
Like, it doesn't-
my
like
ex-girlfriend.
like your mommy's not going to help. Like, what is, like, I'm absolutely baffled as to why he thought that was going to work. And not only that, but didn't you say that Vida wanted me to talk to him?
Yes, well, no, Via was like, if Monstrous wants to call you, then drag me into the call with you, and she can discuss it with me. And yeah,
Fuck you.
he was
And
like,
here's-
if they
I would've
What
dropped
is he, your
everything.
parent?
I would have
Yeah.
dropped everything to have talked to Vita. Are you kidding me?
Are you Mint? Are you not an adult? Are you not capable of making your own choices? And you chose not to be in a call with him, with me.
There's more art, Anthony.
But you threatened her. Actually, that is.
This is all the girl fault. Oh no.
Well, I
The phone.
obviously do not agree.
There's one more above it, Anthony. It's a
let Leo
GIF.
I do not agree, obviously, with what Monstrous did, and I made that very clear in a call to her I made earlier.
What did you exactly do that you didn't agree with?
So I wanted to stress to Mint that I was serious about the fact. Well, first of all, so Mint was having a conversation with Vida. No matter what I did, no matter what I worded, no matter what I said, Mint wasn't responding to me. So I told Mint that if Mint didn't hang up and Mint didn't block him, that I was going to contact his local police. And Leo, actually, not just Leo, but Step actually said that they disagreed with that, which fair enough, because Leo and Step know Mint way better than I do, and I'll take that L. But the fact that Mint was still willing to talk to me after was, in my opinion, it's worth the L to have lost that fight, but to still have known that Mint was willing to talk to me. So I'll take that L because Mint still got the W in the end.
Yeah,
Considering all the things going on right there, I don't think that's not that bad comparatively. Go ahead.
Yeah, so when Monstrous called me, Vito, I had my headset on and I was still talking to Vito on the side, and he was frantically like talking to me in my ear, trying to tell me that, you know, this is messed up, that I should stand up for myself and tell them I'm an adult, I can make my own choices. And he asked, you know, that I give him 10 days and to think about it if I really want to go back to him or not. And at some point during that, like, our conversation, he discussed wanting to come out to Nebraska to see me, and that was an interesting part.
Was
Should've
what
just said
money?
no.
I'm like, dude, that's not gonna. I don't know about that. And he's like, we're not talking about it right now.
Can I give you a reminder? Ice Ice Baby, he was going to get your mom deported.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware.
Okay. What money?
But I'm the asshole. I'm the asshole for getting her on a call. Yes. All right, Vida.
But we're not Min's friends, though.
Can you pull up the screen caps again?
We're not Min's friends, even though
you
we've done more for Mint in the span of a year than 5 years.
Well,
I'm going to go ahead and say this in front of 140 people.
I'm gay.
And firstly, I'd kill Step first, but I'd be willing to put my life down for you. He can't even stop calling you for 3 days.
How are you supposed to have 10 days away from him if he's not even going to stop messaging you and calling you?
How bad of a place are you that you were basically in the funny farm? Is he still there, or why did they let him go home?
Well, he is an adult. They can't keep him, and hold on, Steph. And he struck the agreement with them that his mom would hang on to all of his medication so he can't try and overdose again. Just like with me when I got out of the hospital. I'm 18. They couldn't keep me past what I wanted to stay.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Am I understanding this right? When the incident with the police took place at the mental
at the hospital, yes.
At the hospital. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And when he got out, apparently, according to him, he was approached by police officers, and they asked him, "Are you Joshua Vida?" And he's like, "Yeah. We have a warrant for your arrest." So he has to go to court soon to see what about those charges.
Let's go.
I want to.
He has a felony charge against him. I'm sorry, Mon. And he says that he could spend up to 3 years in jail for that. He's going to try and get it I guess lessened, given the circumstances. Also, according to his mother, and he sent me screenshots of his conversation with her. She called the doctors and told them, "Hey, if you tell him this, he's going to freak out." And they, I guess, ignored her and didn't prepare for his reaction.
Well,
it's not their fucking job.
The
doctors are in the right.
All the mom was trying to do was say, "Hey, I need to stop you from doing your job right now because my son is going to freak out, even though your job is to deal with people who freak out all the time." Bullshit.
Yeah.
All right. I also want to go on record here. If Vida does get a conviction, I do want that money to go to Mint.
Okay.
Deal.
All right. Wait, how?
Anthony Bounty. Yeah.
Yeah, I said $50 if he gets arrested, 50 if he goes to jail.
Okay.
I think I said 100 more if he dies in jail, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I'm willing.
Let's bring it back.
God save capitalism.
Spare cash.
Let's bring it back here for a second. So I pointed out so while Vida was having his little one-sided pissing contest earlier on my Twitter, I pointed out to Vida that Vida has a criminal record, and one that you can easily find. Everyone here knows this. Everyone here on the call knows this. And the thing that I've noticed just in talking to you, Mint, is that you're so passionate, and you're so you care, and that's such a, I love that riddle thing, I love it, boy. That's such a wonderful trait to have, but it can be so damning sometimes because you so badly want to be there for the people who you care for, and that's such a double-edged sword, and it's so shitty to know that was something that was taken from you and being abused from you. And I bring up the whole assault thing because as we were having a conversation, I was trying desperately to just talk to you and get you on the phone. Someone who's abusive, will get physical. It's not a matter of if, it's literally always a matter of when. And the fact that he tried to downplay his previous assault charges and his current assault charges, saying that it had nothing to do with the situation, that makes me fear for you. I get so not panicky, but I get like this kind of like motherly sort of like, all right, I'm a
Very
fight.
sinking feeling. Yeah. It's a very sinking feeling.
Yeah, it's like a motherly desire to fight because I'm like, no. We're gonna leave we're gonna leave this person alone. Leave her alone. You don't get to do anything.
Can
yeah,
I make an aside to the audience real quick?
Yes.
If you guys have kids online, periodically, maybe if you see your kid talking in voice call with them, talk to them, maybe get to know these people that your kid's interacting with if you're going to let them be online.
Eavesdropping is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things that take an interest in what your kid is doing, at least on some level, and what they're doing online, so at least you can be aware of what kind of bad shit may exist in that community, as well as what kind of positive shit exists. That way, that way, this kind of shit doesn't happen to your kid.
Simple as this: your child who is under 24 years old doesn't have any right of privacy, and your responsibility of a parent and as a parent is to eavesdrop on them when they're in calls with people on the internet. Simple.
Well, not just that, but like I found that a lot of my adult friends, when they go see their parents or whatever, and they're on a voice call, their parents will say hello, or people in the chat will say, "Hey, tell your mom or dad I said hi."
Yeah, hold on. Let me try that one on.
Brony. Leave your poor sweet mother alone.
But yeah, so like even just that level, that like establishment, that connection is more than enough. You don't necessarily have to like go through your kid's laptop, gay ops style, but keeping that kind of connection can be incredibly beneficial.
If you think something's really wrong, I'm not against that.
Yeah.
Real quick, like to say to this chat 140 people, real quick, I'm feeling a bit generous. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Someone's talking.
Here's what I want. Here's what I want. At the end,
someone's talking.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt someone.
We're never going to hear this. We tried 3 different times.
Hi, Miss Brony Inspector.
Hi, Mrs. Brony Inspector.
Fuck you.
Mrs. Brony Inspector.
All right.
That's the godmother of the Daki Mafia.
Okay, please let Lio go. We're trying to do something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm feeling generous. So by the end of November, let's see here, November, let's go with 30th. Let's go ahead and do it the official end of the month. Those of you who are artists in the stream, I'm willing to give money to the top 3 people of this. All right? I want you to do art of Vida's OC getting wrecked.
Of me.
It could be by your OC, it could be by anyone's OC, but extra points if it's Mint's. And whoever wins the top 3 spots, the top spot gets 50, second and third get 25. This is cash, by the way.
Okay. Please tell me I get to be a judge. Please.
Oh,
Yes.
why wouldn't you?
Yo, can I come on?
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
I get to participate.
Will this be
as
a
well?
Senate stream?
We could either do it on Senate or we could do it here. It doesn't matter to me so long as there's art to be done.
Well,
would you like
Anthony
them?
usually pulls more people.
No, I was
so
going to
like
say, I'll promote it on Twitter and give you guys the boost or remind my
Yeah.
people to check it out. But the art contest does sound like a Senate thing, and I'll direct traffic over there since we got like 140 people here right now.
Lio.
Help build the brand.
Yes.
One day I will talk without being talked over.
Sorry.
So
Li-
anyway,
Oh, Steph. Wow.
Do you want to not come along with in future endeavors?
That's why you're single, Step.
All right. So, Lio, where would you like people to direct these submissions if they aren't in Senate?
I would like them to direct it to me via Messenger on Instagram.
Hold on. I have a better idea. Yeah, I actually have a better idea. Make it a hashtag on Twitter. That way Vida will always be aware that this is happening.
Okay, yeah.
Make
What
a
should the
hashtag on
hashtag be?
What do we call
I don't know. What should it be?
On Twitter, that's going to be hard for him to take art submissions when he's not on Twitter.
Well, Lio
I could
still
do it.
views
I
Twitter.
could do it and just
He
forward
just
it to him.
can't. He doesn't have an account.
I can
Okay.
just forward it to him.
Still see it.
Okay, so let's use a hashtag then. Let's see here.
Vita.
Yeah. Want me to put it in the?
Give me a second. Let me think of a catchy one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to interpret the word crank in here somewhere, but I can't think of it.
Frank.
No, it's not NSFW. I swear to God, if you do NSFW, you're gonna get eaten.
Boneless.
NSFW.
It's got to be something. It's got to be something simple.
Vida crank.
Vita crank.
Vida
Vita
fall.
crank. I actually like that.
Vida crank.
I like Vita crank a lot.
Well, hold on. So vida in Spanish means life. What do we call it? Unvita.
Life. Yeah,
Hashtag
life.
unvita.
Life crank.
Actually, I kind of like Monstrous' Delete a Vida.
Okay, cool.
Delete it.
Here, I'll-
What the fuck?
What if we reverse that? Vita Deleta.
Vita Deleta. Yeah, that's
Vita's
nice.
Vita's Deleta.
So, Mara's asking if someone could make a post with references.
Sure.
Yeah. So, Mint, you're gonna do it?
I have a reference for my OC and Vita's OC if you want to use that. So
I like
yeah.
Kichi's idea. Bonus points if they do it where his teeth is falling out.
I agree. Good idea, Kichi.
Okay, I'll make a tweet right now because I have a reference for his OC. And his
Godspeed,
cheating
brown
mark.
horse.
Whatever Mint decides.
I'm putting Emmy's Twitter in the
Fighter.
chat for you guys.
Whiter, Hiter.
Sure.
Alright.
Or whatever Emmy decides for the hashtag for the post is what we will use. So, wants to go Delete a Vita or Vita Deleta or Vita Crank? It doesn't matter.
I want Vida crank.
No, you do.
We just need to know when she does it so that people can use it.
I kind of keep waiting for this guy to pull out of the nosedive, but now I know it's going to keep getting worse.
Let him be his
Well,
own creation.
new riddle art.
Stop
Great.
coming and they don't stop coming.
It's gonna keep fucking coming.
Here you go.
Raw riddle art.
Vita gonna Vita.
No chicken tendies, no pizza rolls. Only mac and cheese.
Dear liberals, please come to my birthday party. My mom made pizza rolls.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck did you just say? Wait, what the fuck?
I said, dear liberals, please come to my birthday party. My mom made pizza rolls.
Completely dying.
Is Vita the first troll that you've ever met that keeps using his mom this much?
Yes.
My
He doesn't have enough good boy points.
You know what? I'm gonna find that video
Alright.
now.
Here's the tweet if you want to slap that
Dear
into the
liberals.
description.
Fuck, Step.
Bonus
Please
points
come
if
to
you
my
use
birthday
OC.
party. No, I lost it. Dear
The bonus
liberals.
points are for the lack of teeth.
That too.
Indeed. All right, let me
Bonus
put this.
points for my OC.
Oh
and
my
bonus
I
points
will
for
also
my-
attach it to my tweet that contains Vita's mugshot since it's
Alright.
getting a lot of traction.
All right, there we go. There you go.
Here, I
Taylor.
put it in the description to
So
Mintheart, aka Emily's stuff.
Yes, but bonus points if you use Emmy's. We'll see, and bonus points if he has no teeth.
Dear
Brown.
liberals, please come to my birthday party. My mom made pizza
Oh,
rolls.
I
and
got
the
one.
Call of
hashtag is
Duty.
delete a Vita. So
Yep.
What the-
Hashtag
For,
Delita Vita.
for Halloween, we could make him look like the Crypt
I feel
Keeper.
Oh
cheated.
my god. Yes, Halloween.
The thing is, we already
Halloween
have a Halloween art contest. So
Oh.
Wait, what?
yeah, in Senate we already have one.
I forgot.
What if it's the Last Supper with Vita?
The last.
Last Friday night.
Oh, because I like Christ.
We could make Vita
fine.
look like the clown from It, because preys on
Pennywise?
kids.
God damn it.
I mean, he would fit down a sewer. Oh, who did?
Or have him be the.
Oh, it'd be funny if it was him
Thanksgiving meal.
calling you.
Oh, he can't.
Oh, yeah, I'm blocked.
Oh, I blocked him a long time ago.
He has those
Dear
Google
liberals.
Voice numbers, Leo.
Well, he
He'll
can't.
get
I
you.
would love for him to call me, and you know what he's gonna get? I'm gonna tell him something I'm not gonna repeat here, and I'm gonna hang up on him.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Your mom gay. Click.
Steph, thank you for sharing this with me.
Oh, we'll have
Oh,
to check
sorry.
that out after the stream.
It's fucking great.
Oh, it's the diamond wand.
He wants on the stream.
All right, I will put the diamond in.
He'll be the final
Yes.
contestant on Mock a Predator.
Aria, this kingdom could have been yours if you would have just taken the reins.
Aria,
Come
Come on now.
you.
In June.
Oh, you're actually. Wait, no, I was joking. Wait a minute.
This
No.
would be your.
Yeah,
Wow.
This could have been Arya Diamond's kingdom.
This could have been your
No
victory
shit.
lap.
For once, I have a drink. I'm happy. Fuck Vida.
Oh, a little alcohol changed
Mhm.
everything.
I wish I were old enough to drink. I just want to.
Hold on, wait. So, hold on, wait.
You know what's funny
are
after
you
all this
saying
time?
that-
No, hold it. From Windy City Con, who would have known that I would look back at Arya as the good one?
Hey, I could say the same to you, FNGR, but that's not the place and time for it.
Shut the fuck up. Like, this could have been your victory lap, Arya.
Uh
Be you holding court today.
huh. By the way, look at what I'm working on.
Yeah, it's
All
amazing.
right, we get the plug out of the way.
Almost as horrifying as the actual dude himself.
The forehead needs to be bigger.
I know. I know. I
neck.
gotta.
Left ear.
Hold
When
on,
you
one at a
do
time.
What are you drinking, Arya?
Make note.
I already
Pink Moscato.
this first.
Okay.
Okay, then. Okay. Little. So when you do the teeth part, just color them in pink and do like gum holes where the teeth sockets.
No, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm like, I pulled the crazy Twilight photo, so I'm like trying to do that.
No, I get that. I'm just saying like no teeth. It's got to have like gums and just empty tooth sockets.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try finding a straight jacket and putting it around where the neck is. So.
Yikes.
Regular jacket.
Does hanging count as NSFW? Because I might
There you
participate
go.
in this.
Yes. Give me that.
Does news count as
Copy image
NSFW?
preview.
The fuck up! Holy shit! Does news count as NSFW?
Oh.
A noose?
No. All right, good. Thank you.
Leo, am I allowed
Well, I want
to
them to be
participate
YouTube
in
friendly
this
if
contest,
possible.
or-
No, shut up.
Is that unfair?
You will not be able to win the prize, but you may draw your own doodle.
Yay.
Let's see.
So,
So, I'm
hold
gonna
on.
do.
Hold on, you guys. Stop talking.
Arya, do the thing.
Hold on. Rouge is trying to talk.
Every time. So,
so
$2 from Blinky Iris just going to slip this here.
No, you're not.
Thank you, Blinky. Why are you on the rag right now, Step? You were chill at first.
Okay, yeah.
Wait.
Steph's just not happy that I'm here.
Ooh.
So.
Sand in his vagina. Girl got the sand in his vagina.
Coyotes on to us,
I
guys.
guess gingers don't get in the ethno state.
No.
I mean, I'm not a real ginger, so.
Yeah, coyotes smelly.
The Irish don't belong.
Everyone needs to know this. Coyotes
That-
super smelly.
The Irish don't belong.
Yodi.
Uh-oh, stinky.
Hold on.
Stinky boy.
Alright, I'll turn it
Shut
down.
up, you fucking.
Hold on. Daddy Leo was talking.
No, you're not.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't
There we
ever
go.
refer to yourself like that again.
Father Leo. Father for I have
Bail
sinned.
bondsman Leo. There
I
you
just
go.
told a nun to go fuck themselves.
Okay. How are you feeling right now, Mint?
I feel okay. I took some time to relax. I almost feel bad shitting on Vida because, you know, as much as I hate it, I still care for the fucker, you know. Unfortunately.
Well, that's what you have a therapist for, and you need to talk to them about it. But
Yeah, I see him later this week, don't worry.
do you want to have a moment of empowerment here?
Empowerment.
Empowerment, yes.
Okay. Don't have to if you don't want to. What would be really funny is if you took the 2 letters he wrote you on camera, tore them up, and flushed them.
Yes.
The two the other letter is a doc, like a Google Doc of sorts, and the first one is
So-
a physical letter.
Print
Well,
it
then
out.
I guess we tear and flush a physical letter.
No, print it.
Yeah,
Print it.
Well, she can't. She doesn't have a printer right now.
Oh, that's bullshit. Send it to me and I'll do it.
But just so we're gonna go through this step by step. So you open the letter, everyone cheers. You get the first rip, everybody cheers again, and we keep going with this.
Then
I mean,
It's like,
only if you want to, though.
yeah, this is like
This
hypothetical.
is you. Yeah.
and
You're
then
the adult, and you can make.
No, I don't think Leo was speaking hypothetically. That didn't sound hypothetical to me.
I thought I would wait to get even.
You can shut.
gotta let Matt talk.
I mean that's funny and all. I don't know if I have the heart for it quite yet, you know.
Get somebody to read off the letter that he really hates.
Oh,
Somebody
this
like
is-
Plushy or something.
Oh,
You know
this is like horrifying. What am I doing?
I think
What
I
are
have
you doing,
access
Arya?
to a
I'm
printer.
making gums on Vita. Disgusting yellow, pinkish gums.
I'm scared.
All right, I think white girl wasted probably has had a little bit too much of
I'm literally not drunk. I literally have not even drank that much.
Bullshit.
Aria, we would take your keys
Notorious
away if you were
liar
at the
Aria
party right
Diamond
now.
is lying.
Yeah. Well,
Leo, you
No,
said
I-
the deadline was
what the
November
hell?
30th.
well, look,
Aria-
Aria, we're cool to
You
hang
see-
out sometime, but now's not that time. And
You
you're
see,
Oh,
you
I'm
see,
so confused. Okay.
you see, I have never been
of all,
drunk in my life.
look.
so-
I'm not mad at
Steph,
you. I'm just
don't,
saying
don't
that it's
make me tell the story.
like I already
I
Aria,
will not tell the story. Absolutely.
if
listening.
Aria
Oh.
were, if we were at the party
Can
right
people
fucking
stop
destroy
talking over
you.
each other?
Yeah. Just
yeah, Rouge. I can't kick
Okay.
Aria.
I'll do it.
No, you
Okay,
can't
what?
either.
I do.
Rouge,
I
it's-
know I can.
Yes.
So if
Hold on a
people start
minute.
talking over each other, I'm gonna start kicking people.
Oh, so
Yeah.
That's fair. Leo, it is November 30th, right? That's the deadline.
Yes.
Okay, good. Just wanted to double check.
Mons
I
dipped out
posted
because
that
of
'cause I
the.
forgot to-
No, I know it's dumb. Sorry, guys. The overall quality of the call.
Yeah, sorry. We're
Personally, I blame
getting a little
Obama.
crazy.
How about Obama? Bomba.
Obama.
Bomba.
You know, I do want to take the two pictures the two posters, I should say. Maybe not the Iron Man one because I really love Iron Man, but the Sherb from Animal Crossing. I've had thoughts of ripping it off my wall and just smashing the fuck out of it because,
But
quite frankly,
The
I
cult
don't
of
really
Serb
like it.
is no more. No
I
longer
love Sherb
self-serve
still,
reign.
but I do not want the character I love from Animal Crossing to be associated with my abuser.
No,
But now, into the chopper.
What in the chip on?
I still need to find a lake to throw that fucking necklace into.
Again, I've got an ocean down here. If you want to just mail it to me.
I see, but that's not satisfying if I don't do it myself.
You
Perhaps.
go and find the cheapest looking hooker you can find, and then give it to them. Here you go.
No,
You're
got
gross and
screwed
grody. Go sell this for meth.
that's a good.
That's great.
I'm not telling her to sell it for meth.
Oh, okay.
I-
Carry on.
I'd
Yeah, I'm
sell
telling
it
her
for
to give it
meth.
to a hooker to sell it for meth.
I'd sell it for meth and then I'd turn around and sell the meth.
How much for that meth?
Wait a minute. No, none of that.
What?
I think you just get more money selling it straight up and not doing the roundabout way with the
Yo,
the
sell it
extra
to me.
step.
How much?
Yeah, I'll take the meth, guys. Yeah.
What?
Can't I just buy some meth in peace and be left alone?
Can I just do my fucking tar heroin in peace?
No.
You
Brett,
fucking
I got a response for this. Are you ready?
big government.
Go ahead.
Big government.
Excuse me.
Not sharing. From holy men. And behold. Kirby.
I want to
You
know,
know
who
what?
the
I'll
original-
post the actual clip.
I unironically love that.
amazing.
Oh,
Maybe for my enemies. Oh my god.
I love this picture from Riddle. It makes me very happy.
Riddle's great.
Riddle is amazing. Also, we have
Too
another
bad you retards
$5
wasted him.
contribution from Blinky Iris.
Excuse. That was not. You will not.
That was not anybody's specific. Well, it was one specific person's doing, but nobody in this call. I think we kind of covered everything at this point.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we did. It's been beautiful, people. It's good to see you guys all come out. I'd like to thank to the audience. Blinky, Mint, you seem to come ways. I hope that you can continue forward in progress. Please, one step at a time. You got this. Cool. It didn't.
Well, and Fluffy, get fucked.
Foot in front.
Yeah.
of-
Fluffy, I'm waiting
Angel
for you to
Thunder.
jump from the top of your community tower. Let's see if you bounce, Chubb.
Oh!
Busy
Oof.
Robot Hand says, I'm excited to see all the art for this contest. I will be participating. Thanks for all the continued coverage of this stuff.
I'll
You're
actually try because I actually want to do this.
welcome. Yes.
I'm very excited for it as well.
Yeah, I'm glad for that. I wanted to thank Blake Diamond for coming out, Leo Convoy, I have a lot of the cool people in the chat, Kichi FIM, Riddle for all the fan art.
Riddle just sent another, by the way.
If
Hold up.
anybody, say Lucia, if you could go do some gay ops and maybe get some compromising shit on Vida.
I just had a really good idea.
I'm not calling for any kids to get involved with Vida. Step.
No, I had that merry-go-round. It was great.
You had a way worse idea than you thought, I guess.
No.
No, my idea is great.
Okay. Well,
I just have
Not
to
a
ask
good idea.
Marcus what that thing was again.
well, perhaps we'll talk about it off stream, or you'll keep quiet because you know I have a big mouth. So either or, it's your call.
Deb.
I don't think anyone should be doing gay ops because I don't think he's gonna fall for it. Quite frankly,
He's pretty dumb.
Snow.
Now I remember
China.
Mint.
To my
remember the
knowledge,
April
to my
Fool's
knowledge,
joke.
Late season.
God,
Mint,
my knowledge, there are no gay ops going on for him.
Dude, it's in the shop. Yeah, ain't no gap. Like, no, there's nothing on the road. She's in the shop, up on a lift. Nothing going on
Mint.
there.
Now I'm
Yes.
reminded of the April Fool's thing we did,
Okay.
April Fool's thing.
I'm going to hit stop
Good
on
where
the
I
stream.
told him I was a
Stop
fucking
him.
tranny.
Stop him.